We are in the game. Ronnie, give me a testing.
Testing, testing, testing.
Mauricio, give me a testing.
Testing.
All right. We are in the business, guys. I think we are on TikTok as well.
Oh,
I'm just waiting
okay.
for confirmation that we are live on TikTok too.
Oh, come through
All
real
right.
cigar K.
And then Ronnie, I don't know why yours is getting blurry every time we go live.
Is it my
I can hear
internet?
you. I don't know what it is, but it's just blurry. So I can hear you clear.
But the quality always like drops around the like even like looking at the shirt quality, like I can't see what the shirt
You
says.
can't do it.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
my business shirt. It's my work shirt.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I had to work today.
I think we streaming live on TikTok, guys. I
I
think
saw
we
you're
are.
live on TikTok. I got the notification that you're live on
Oh,
TikTok.
you got notification? Hey,
Yeah.
I probably
you know
didn't.
what
I
I'm
probably didn't.
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
I'm,
Look, it shows. I don't know if you can see that all right.
oh yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
See, Rhonda, you blurry. People can't see you. We're gonna have to work on that. I don't know if your iPad need updating or what, but we'll get through it tonight.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, if you go into
Okay.
settings, it'll tell you if you need an update. That might be why.
Normally it automatically does it because it's always
Mhm.
plugged up to charge. So
All right, y'all. We know what the business is. Rhonda's in
Yeah.
the building. Mauricio's in the building. I think we ready to get started. We live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. We looking one direction now, guys. So y'all work with me, man. This is a Smoke Something, Drink Something weekly podcast. Rhonda's in the building. Mauricio's in the building. Guys, I may not be able to get into the chat because I'm streaming everything on one platform right now. So we'll see we'll see how this works. But we are live. Hopefully y'all don't hear any echoes. We ain't got to fight with TikTok. We ain't got to do any of that. So let's get into this thing. Rhonda's ready.
yes.
Mauricio is ready. And we are going to be in business. LIVE. All right. All right. Get me a drink. All right, here we go. The top 5 places that women shouldn't let their men go alone. Grab your stick, grab your drink. Let's get into this thing right now.
Hot beat, smoke it, drink it down. With your voice, it got you around. Feel the vibe, we're set to roll. Press play, let's lose control. Sip a drink and smoke will swirl. Join the convo around the world. Relationships we dissect slow. Current events, we let them flow.
What up? It's your boy JB coming right back at you. Y'all know what it is. It's the Smoke Something, Drink Something podcast. I'm the real Cigar Jeff, man. Y'all do me a favor, get down in the description, man. Support the channel, get the merch. Follow me on the socials, all that good stuff, man. Tonight, we're getting into something that's going to ruffle a few feathers, but you know me. We do this with love and real talk only. We are breaking down the top 5 places women should not let their man go alone. So now, before anybody gets into their feelings, this isn't about control or insecurity. It's about awareness, boundaries, and understanding human nature in 2025, headed into 2026. Y'all know we getting ready to launch y'all for the new year. We in the 4th quarter, and everybody in business knows it ain't about 2025 no more. We got to get ready, position ourselves in 2026. So we closing out 2025, and we gonna go back in to 2026. Because guess what, guys? Temptation is everywhere, even in places you least expect. And real talk, guys, the women who understand this early protect their peace, their relationships, and their sanity. But you know what, guys? Before we get in there, before we dive in, let's hit that like button if you've ever been in a relationship where you had to set some boundaries to protect the connection. And of course, man, y'all do me a favor. Go on Kindle, man. Get my book, Ashes Between Us. We break down what is happening in the cigar lounge from race to relationships and everything in between. But guys, y'all know what I gotta do. I gotta introduce my esteemed panel before we get into number 1. because we gonna drop these things quick so that y'all can go ahead and start realizing the places you better go with your man if you don't want to lose them. Because we came back to the Man is the Catch series. I decided it's time to come back and just keep reminding people
No, it's not.
that the man is the catch. And if I'm going to talk about the man is the catch, I knew who I had to make sure was going to be here. I'm going to let him introduce himself, tell y'all what he's sipping on and where y'all can find him at on the socials.
What's up, guys? Back for another week. I have my Michelob Ultra. Also have a shot of this Good Boy vodka. I'm going to take it at some point on the stream. I'm not going to say when, but at some point, probably when I want you to pay close attention. And you can find me at Mauricio and at the AI Operators. And stay tuned for after the podcast because we're going to drop some exclusive short videos related to this topic for you to watch.
Appreciate you being on. Y'all know he ain't tell y'all, but that Good Boy came courtesy of the golf tournament, man. He bailed me out. I needed a foursome, man. He bailed me out. He was there physically and in spirit. But let's just say we got some work to do, ladies. He ain't just a pretty, he might just be a pretty face right now when it comes to golf. So
Okay.
we gonna work
Well,
on
dang.
that. But I'm glad he had me. I'm glad he bailed us out, man, by being the fourth. Hopefully he had a good time. We had a good time with him. Appreciate you being on. Y'all know who I got to come to next, man. My A1 from day one. Just finished up hanging with her too. I can tell y'all like this. I have seen both of these people in person this week, which is why I'm still behind. So guys, I gotta let her introduce herself. She fresh off showing her ass. But I'm gonna introduce herself, tell y'all what she's sipping on and where y'all can find her on the social.
Thanks for having me back, JB. What's up, Mauricio? Hate I missed you this weekend, but it'll happen when it's supposed to happen. Don't blame me for nothing. Mercury's in retrograde. It's gonna be what it's gonna be at this point. So I'm tired of drinking. I'm tired of drinking and eating all weekend. But we had a ball. Almost got ate up by an alligator, but that's a whole nother story. So tonight, because it's cold up here in Charlotte, I don't know how it is for y'all down in Tampa. So I do have my Bailey's cookies and creamy, and of course it's in my hot chocolate cup. And I'm drinking my little Callaway water, my little water, just in case. So I'm still drinking, just not the hard stuff like I was this weekend.
Okay. Where can he find you on the socials, Ron?
Oh, my bad. Hey. RMB LMBT on Instagram. And Rhonda Barnes 02, I guess, on TikTok, whatever that is. I gotta get a better name. I gotta get a better.
Hey,
I want to be an AI operator.
I think Thug Life Operators. Thug Life Operators.
I don't know if it's
I can make you that too. Whatever you want, Rhonda. Whatever you want.
really.
Appreciate Rhonda being on, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on socials. Tonight, guys, I am smoking the E.H. Taylor Corojo. E.H. Taylor Corojo, one of the fathers of bourbon, man. This is one of their signature blends. So E.H. Taylor, and y'all know, man, I told y'all last week that we getting ready for ski season over here. I got my High West bourbon. Because, guys, it's cold as all get out down here in Florida. I ain't need no tequila. I needed me something to warm me up. I was going to do me a hot toddy, but I got my bourbon. And, of course, I made me a mule with my Fever Tree ginger beer, so y'all don't think I'm over here slacking. But we always premium. Wherever Real Cigar Jeff go, it's always premium. So, say what, Ron?
I see you all. Yes, it always is. Everything's.
Yeah, you missed out on the fit check this weekend.
Oh, I saw it.
You know it. So, guys, we're about to get into this, man. TikTok, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Welcome in, guys. We are live, and we're talking about the top 5 places to not let your man go alone. Now, what we're gonna do, guys, is I have not let Ron and Mauricio what my 5 are. Okay, so this is the best part. This is the best part about it. I'm gonna give y'all my 5. We're gonna try to get through these quick, and then we're gonna figure out where to go from there. If I stop all the streaming on the other platforms and we just stay on TikTok, or what I'm gonna do, we might just go live the whole time, see what happens. But we ain't gonna try to hold y'all long tonight. We're gonna jump right into this thing, guys. I'm going in. Rhonda, you ready for number 1?
Look, I'm gonna have to be with this man. It's the catch.
Mauricio, you ready for number 1? All right, guys. Number one, I'm jumping right into this. Do not let your man go alone. The gym after 5 p.m.
Hmm.
Listen, guys, the gym used to be a place for fitness. Now it's a catwalk with dumbbells. After 5 p.m., the gym turns into a social event, energy shifts, outfits change, and just getting a workout in starts to look like a networking mixer with spandex. If your man is going alone every day at 6 p.m. and later, and he's looking like he's getting dressed for date night, that's not fitness. That's flirtness.
Oh
Ron, I'm
Lord.
coming to you first. Ron, I'm
Oh
coming to you
Lord.
first. Because as I got older, the earlier I go to the gym. The earlier I go to the gym, the older I get, the earlier I go to the gym. Ron, I'm coming to you first. Then Mauricio, I'm coming in there. That's my first one, the gym after 5 p.m.
I think at this stage it could be any time at the gym. I normally go to the gym in the morning, and it look like the club going there in the morning too. Except you just got the elders doing it.
Mm-hmm.
The elders
Yeah.
aren't missing out on anything. So I think anytime going to the gym.
You
I know
think
up here in
anytime?
Charlotte we got anytime. Yeah, up here in Charlotte we got this gym. Sometimes I can't even go get my weave for my hair because the gym next door is like a club. It's like a club, and that's in the middle of the day. So
So hold
I
on,
think
Ron.
that's a good. Yeah.
So hold on. So you don't disagree with me when I say the gym about a place to not let your man go alone. But I'm saying
No,
after 5
because
o'clock.
no, even after 5. No, I'm saying I'm probably gonna agree with everything you say because you shouldn't let your man go nowhere.
That's a little toxicated, Mauricio. Mauricio, doesn't that sound a little toxic?
Mauricio loving that. He loved that statement. Yes, let me hang out the trunk. Don't go
And
nowhere.
let me tell y'all this. Let me tell y'all this. As y'all know, man, I'm in the hospitality space, right? I'm in the hospitality space as far as my business goes. The number one enemy to happy hour is the gym after work. Number one competitor to happy hour is the gym after work. Mauricio, tell me what you think about the gym, brother.
So me personally, I go to the gym at 5 and there's no one there. Even in Tampa,
PM or AM?
5 a.m. 5 a.m.
Oh.
I go in the morning.
I'm just checking.
So I can do it by myself. But even here in Tampa, we have 24-hour places like you do over there, and you can't even park after 5 p.m. because everyone's so focused on getting to the gym, and they're dressed up. Everyone's like, "Oh, let me get my Lululemon sets on. Let me get my Aloe sets on. Let me look good." It's more of a flirt zone more than anything. You even have people capitalizing on that too in business, where they're like, man, you want to know what to say to the girl at the gym, like how to approach her, how to know what signal she can give to you to know that she's into you. So when it comes to relationships, I think the earlier the better. I think Jeff told me he goes at 5 in the morning too, first thing in the day. I go at 5 in the morning, unless you communicate that with your partner and say, hey, like, this is what's going on. But at the same time, I think get it out of the way as early as you can when you're alone.
Yes.
Because you can get routines, and then another girl comes up and you're like, oh, let me just talk to her.
Yeah.
No, it's a bad idea.
Go ahead, Ron.
Can I just another bad idea as it pertains to the gym? I don't care what time of day it is. Do not let your man leave the house with gray sweatpants on after 5 to go to the
gym. Now Rhonda add the great look. It does, but look, guys, if I don't make
y'all
it to the
better
gym,
not own a pair. Y'all better not own a pair. Hella gray.
Now Rhonda said, don't let your man wear no gray sweatpants to the gym.
Anytime, but especially
anytime. Is that the universal signal that he available around? Or that thing slanging?
That thing slanging. Come on through.
And let me say this to you guys. Here's my rule: if last couple of weeks at my gym, the people ain't been getting there to open the gym on time, or the keys haven't been left for them to open the gym. And I'm sitting here like, I'm not about to wait for y'all to figure it out. If I can't get in the gym by 5:30, if I can't get in the gym by 5:30, I go the next day. And Mauricio is right, man. Because look, the later you go, the better your attire better be. It's like the Lululemon comes out, the Fabletica comes out, all that stuff comes out, and all the people taking pictures. You're waiting forever for the equipment. And I don't think a lot of people are going to the gym because a lot of these people, I don't see no transformations in their body outside of the Ozempic.
Oh my Lord.
Let's be honest.
Right.
You ain't
Right.
seeing no body transformations, right? So that's the reason why I'm saying that y'all gonna have to get in the chat and let me know what y'all think about that. Because I'm a proponent of the gym, but I've learned that I'm gonna tell y'all like this: if you get there after 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, just know that the more the day goes on, the more the temptation increases, ladies. Don't let your man go to the gym after 5 p.m. And y'all drop a comment if you've ever seen flirting go too far in the gym, man. Y'all know what I mean, man. Because again, a lot of guys, man, just following these girls around, and then they sitting on the equipment, just on their phone and stuff like that. Guys, I'm telling you, man, don't let your man go to the. You ain't gonna keep him if you let him go to the gym after 5, especially if you ain't working out either. Because that temptation. Notice I didn't say competition. It ain't competition at the gym. It's temptation at the gym. And the women need to understand that when you're dealing with a man who's a catch, there ain't a whole lot of women that he sees as your competition, but you can't control the temptation. The man can manage competition, but temptation is a whole different story. There's a reason why the Lord's Prayer say, "Lead us not into temptation," because it ain't a whole lot of people who can overcome it. Let's get into number 2. I told y'all we're gonna move through this real fast. I want to get to Rhonda and Mauricio and myself just being able to free flow a little bit. Y'all, we going to number 2. After work networking happy hour. Guys, happy hour networking events, that is the kiss of death for a woman who's letting her man go alone. Let's call them what they are. Professional temptation zones. See, you got drinks flowing, compliments flying, projects being discussed, accolades being talked about, right? Goals, metrics, dreams, business plans, all this stuff. They don't mean that don't think that those things are not appealing from a temptation standpoint, guys. Compliments flying, people saying things they don't mean just because they think, hey, it's networking. Y'all got to understand, why am I saying that? Because it's networking, I ain't got nothing to lose. I can say whatever I want to say, right? So, but here's the truth, guys. Emotional connection starts small. A laugh here, a compliment there, and boom, a boundary cross before you even realize it. Now, Rhonda, you know women pick up on emotional energy way before men do. What's your thoughts on the PM happy hour networking? And then we come into Mauricio.
Again, I think I'm gonna agree with everything you have to say about this. The only thing with that is for me, I think it will make the man feel safe to be there. Babe, it's the after work social. I got to go. But babe, I'm gonna come with you. No. Yeah, man, we doing work stuff. I ain't gonna be able to be with you the whole time and walk you around and and low key meet my work wife. So I think it's a good cover. It's a good cover.
Hell no.
You know how men do. Like, it's a good, like, yeah, babe, I'm gonna be busy. Maybe the next one you could come to. But like this right here, I don't want you to be bored. I don't want you to be, you know how y'all.
But stop right there. Ron, I want to say this. And y'all just so y'all know, fellas, and we've said it on previous podcasts. Go to all AM networking events and lunchtime networking events you can go to. The after hours ones are not going to have the same impact. You're going to run into the same temptation that you run into at the gym. Okay? Because remember, guys, wherever I go after work, I'm going to dump frustration. I'm going to let my guard down, which means I'm not operating at my full potential at this point. I'm glad Rhonda said that. I'm going to tell y'all what I did before I got married. But this is what I did. If I had an after hours networking event, I call and say, hey, I got to be at this networking event. Go ahead and be in the area. You go here. I'm going to come over there and meet you afterwards. Right? Ladies, don't let your man may have to go alone. And then I'm going to let Mauricio jump in here. Your man may have to go alone, but that don't mean you can't be waiting in the area at another place that gives him something to focus on. Let me go in here and shake hands, kiss babies, fulfill this obligation. And then you give him you to focus on at another restaurant or bar. And then send them the wish you were here text. Can't wait to see you text. Thinking about you text. all that stuff now. That's what's gonna make it. Because again, it's a after hours happy hour, guys. What you're gonna find at after hours happy hour, it's a lot of middle and lower management people who really don't control anything. That's why so many things happen. The CEO ain't gonna be at the after hours, and if he is, he only gonna be there for 10 minutes. Jump it up, Mauricio. Let me know what you're thinking.
I like your technique. Have her waiting in the area. I like that because what it is that sometimes in these networking events, especially because we've been talking about work husbands and work wives, the work wife knows that man's vision, what he's trying to do. So she's like, oh, like, let me contribute. I'm already listening to all your problems. I'm already understanding you. Let's go here. And then you have the alcohol, and then things might get a little out of hand if you're with the wrong man. Now if it's kind of communicated with the man, like, hey, look, like you can go focus on business. Now, if you're not giving him everything at home, maybe he's more likely to cross that boundary. But if you're giving everything at home, he's not going to think that way. But I like what Jeff said because the woman's already there in the area. She's already waiting for you. So you don't have to try and, be sneaky about something. You can stay focused. You have a good woman at home. Stay with her.
Guys, look, let me tell you this. The woman got to create. Look, the reason why you don't let your man go alone is it's your job to create the appeal for him. Man, if he know you over there waiting, guess what? He thinking, man, well, I hope it ain't no other dudes over there hollering at my girl, man. I can't focus on nobody else. I told her to come over here. If I'm at Ocean Prime, I told her to meet me at Eddie V's after. I got to make sure that, hey, man, I got to hear it. All right, y'all, man, good to see y'all. I got to get out of here. Right? And the number one thing, a lot of people don't realize, call your girl or as a lady, call your man and say, hey, I'm going to be in the area when you finish. You had happy hour with them. Come meet me for dinner. And then, guys, just the flirtatious text back and forth. Wish you were here. Can't wait to see you. Oh, my God, you're going to love these drinks. Such and such. The bartender said, hello, and get your butt over here. All these things. And then, guys, guess what? The danger thing is when you look down and that man smiling. If that man look down and he's smiling at his phone, that's the one. Right? Now, the work wife going to pick it up. Work wife going to say, what, Ron? Who you smiling at?
Yeah. And he ain't gonna leave because her hand gonna be on the small of his back. Babe, when you going? Oh, man, ain't going nowhere.
Because
I got a few more bits.
Why am I saying this to you guys? The work wife is real for a lot of these guys, right? Because a lot of guys, look, man, it's only so many people who control their schedule. Some of these meetings and these happy hours are obligatory, and women need to know this. It's not that the guy's trying to escape. But if you got a guy that's a catch, he's trying to get promoted. You got to go do all these bull crap events. Sometimes you go into a lot of stuff you don't have to go to. Whether you're in multi-level marketing, whether you're in corporate America, whether you're in retail. If you're trying to get promoted, guys, this is what's going to happen. So I say all that to say this to you guys. The work wife is real. So ladies, comment if you've ever had to check that man's work friend at an event because she tried to test you. Because guess what, guys? That's why you don't want to be at the event because she has power there. The work wife can be there. You're not the one supposed to be there. So if you go and you're at a neighboring place that's right down the street or a block away, oh yeah, trust me, he's thinking about you. Now, if you're at home waiting, he ain't got no urgency to get home. He don't want to come home. A man likes to go from spot to spot. When a man goes home, guys, if that's what he knows you're waiting on, he ain't ready for it because he know when he walk in and he already got a couple drinks in him and he already got to explain why he ain't come home at 7 and now here it is 11:30 because the boys decided that we going to keep going. We're going to keep drinking because one beer turned into 50. Ask Mauricio how many, one fireball shot turned into how many fireball shots, right?
Oh, Lord.
Too many.
It was like that.
Man, look, but Ronald, when you know you done lost after hole 2, it don't make sense to play anymore. May as well just start enjoying yourself. But guys, this is what creates the work wife. Okay. So if you want to make sure your man, you can't go with him to the happy hour event, but be in the area for the happy hour event. Now, here's the next one, guys. I'm going to number 3 because this is a big one. This is gonna make some people uncomfortable, but we're gonna tell the truth anyway. And that's church. The one place people think they're safe from temptation, and yet is where emotional bonds get built the fastest. When you mix vulnerability, shared prayer, and a little bit of admiration for someone, that's emotional intimacy in disguise, right? Now, Mauricio, I'm coming to you, man. I'm pretty sure you've seen people catch feelings in the choir, the prayer group, and even Bible study. When you hear the church as a place, don't let your man go alone. Tell me, and let me set the tone, guys. If you go look at anybody's church right now, it's mostly women in there. Guys ain't going to church like that. So if a guy is going to church alone, he is walking in to the temptation. Mauricio, jump in there. Let me know what you think.
Yeah, that seems like church. Like when I think of church, I think it's like a sanctuary of hidden intentions. I think some people are going there looking looking for connection.
Well.
Anytime someone is, even when you have outside influences in your relationship, they're always like, well, if you found your girl at church, your girl would be a good girl. So, and spending that time there and getting to know the people there, and it starts becoming a little more familiar, is when you when romantic feelings can start to surface, because then it's like, okay, that person understands me, but my girl at home does not. Mm-hmm. What is that church girl doing, and that the other girl's not doing, is listening, and with that, that some chaos can come from that too.
Let's say it, Mauricio. I'm gonna say it, and Rhonda hate the word submission. The woman at church is submitting. The woman at church, like Mauricio said, oh my God, yes, God is gonna. Oh yes, you heard from God on that one. Oh my God, didn't the pastor preach today? Blah, blah. Guys, they going in. Now, Rhonda, Rhonda, you coming to the screen a little bit.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, lean that way. So Mauricio is absolutely right. And here's what happens, guys. Let me tell y'all what makes church dangerous. Then I'm gonna let Rhonda jump in there. People who go to church, their resources are being robbed by the church because they're giving 10% of their income. They're giving additional offerings on top of that. They ain't got nowhere else to go but church. So they got to build relationships there because their social life is going to be non-existent. It's going to be church program after church program after church program. Okay. And so what I'm trying to tell y'all right now is that's what makes that a honeypot for temptation in those environments, because basically I'm giving all my money to the church, so I can't afford to go anywhere. And because I'm giving my money to the church, where a man's treasure is, his heart will be there also. So now you got emotion there because my money is there. And now I got a woman who's not coming with me. So now it's just going to make it easy. Man, that's a doggone sheep headed for the slaughter. Jump in there, Ronnie. Let me know what you think about with church being number 3.
Well, in my opinion, no relationship is safe in church. Not even your relationship with the good Lord. Right? Because depending on how your faith is, because let's think about it. When you see somebody that's a deacon, or they are trustee, or they somebody that's close, or hey, the armor bearer, right? They close right there to the pastor and stuff, right? So I think your title also in church would make a difference with how your relationship is. And I don't know. I just think church is probably one of the most toxic places people could go, period. And I think it plays with your mental, your physical, and all the others. And then on top of that, it'll tear your relationship up. In the name of Jesus.
Let's just know, guys, most healthy relationships ain't going to church. Most healthy relationships ain't going to church. And that's what you're going to learn. Church is not meant for healthy people. Church is meant to make people who are already going through some stuff get worse.
Well, because that's the only people that go to church. The ones going through.
Like if I'm going through something, if I go lay myself on the altar, they're gonna be like, good. Stomping.
Yeah,
so even briefly, you'll jump in there.
Yes, people in transition
give us your checks figure
out their own ways, and then that's when those girls will come that are also in transition, and then it's kind of maybe Mauricio can guide the way for me.
You know what?
but that's what's happening, guys. And that, see, why did I put church as number 3? Church is struggling after COVID, right? Because once church got shut down during COVID, it really impacted people coming back. Well, people are starting to come back, but it's mostly female. So now when the men come in, it's just like oh my God, it is 20 women to every one man, and good luck.
And all of them needy.
Yes, right. All of them trying to act holy, but they succumb to the flesh every day. So that's what I'm trying to say with you guys with church. And I'm gonna tell y'all like this: a church wife or a church husband is more dangerous than any work wife or work husband. Because now I'm doing it to you in the name of Jesus, right? Or whatever your God
That's what
is
I'm
that you
saying.
worship, right?
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying, guys.
Yeah.
That now I'm signing up for all these. I'm signing up for all these departments, all these projects, all these programs. Now all of a sudden, how you gonna tell me not to go serve God?
Yeah.
But if I got 50 of them there waiting on me, and it's my pick of the litter, and they all begging like fish when you go to a tank to feed them,
Oh
right?
Lord, there you go.
We were just at Gatorland. What happened? We threw them things
Or
out there.
some gators. Or some gators. That doggone stick. That's what I didn't like.
Yeah. And so, guys, look,
Mhm.
man, I want y'all to comment truth in the comments if you've seen church crushes turn into church drama, because that's what it always does, guys.
That's
So
what it
look at
is.
this now. We got the gym, we got PM networking events, and we got church. Well, now, guys, now this is a big one. This is a big one. Let's talk about game day energy. The stadium is loud, drinks are flowing, emotions are high, and people are letting loose. When men go to sporting events alone, especially with friends who are single a while, the energy shifts fast. One let's go celebrate moment after the game turns into we met some girls at the bar, and ladies, you already know alcohol, adrenaline, and testosterone don't mix well with loyalty tests. Fabricio, I got to come to you first on this one.
Yes, go to him
Women
first.
getting
Mhm.
into the sports that your man are into, you are sending him to the temptation altar. Jumping up, Fabricio, let me know what you think about sporting events and men going alone to that.
I will say a lot of guys go with their group of boys to like sporting events, so it
Yeah.
becomes more of like a tribal identity. I think it's
Mhm.
easier to be loyal when you don't have the influence of everyone else in your ear. But when you're in game day, you're having beer, you're watching your favorite team, you're watching the teams, you're a looser. So you're more susceptible to someone else coming like, hey, let's keep the show on the road. We just watch a good game. Now let's go to the bar. Let's go meet some other girls. That's kind of how I see kind of the game day culture. And I feel like that's almost like it's like when you're in school and you have like a field trip form and it's like your permission slip to go on a trip. That's what game day is
Mhm.
like. That's game day
Mhm.
is the day for you to get loose and go enjoy yourself. And sometimes enjoying yourself might be in the company of the wrong people.
Now, see, guys, he just preached right there, right? If you, whatever you don't like that your man does, that's where you're going to lose him if you don't go with him. But you can't go with him and be like, man, I'm doing this out of obligation. If your man is into football, you better learn football and go with him. If your man is into golf, you better learn golf and go with him. If your man is into working out, you better start working out. Especially if he's going during these times. If your man is into church, right? But these sporting events, what are we doing at sporting events? Those things are planned out. We pre-gaming, we getting tight during the game, we post-gaming. We don't want to go home. And that's the problem with sporting events if your man is going there alone. Jump in there, Ron, and let me know what you think from a female perspective about going to sporting events with the man.
I'm probably the wrong person to ask because I love sporting events. Right. I
Mm-hmm.
think like it's one of the best things ever. But um I've been around some friends who they are there, with their husband or their
Mm-hmm.
boyfriend or something, and they are a lot of times out of obligation, or her and their boyfriend or their husband, they're not on the same team. They don't like the same.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like the same team, right? So that's a whole nother dynamic.
Yes.
Yeah, do I think you
Yes.
should go with your again? Go everywhere with your doggone man,
Especially if
but
he a
I think
catch.
you.
Especially if he a catch, guys. Guys, look, that's why I said this is the man is the catch series. You better go with him if he's a catch. Now, if you don't care about losing him, don't go.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, or if
if you
you
don't
know
care
he ain't
about
going
losing,
nowhere.
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, look, if y'all got that type of relationship, if you know you just look, this is just something I'm kicking it with right now, right? He ain't Mr. Right, he Mr. Right now. Okay, cool, don't do it. But when it comes to these sporting
but
events,
if he's a catch though, he's supposed to be Mister
no, but
Right.
but let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all about these five places we talking about in the four we've discussed so far. even if you're a catch, when I go to these places, I let my guard
Mhm.
down. All a man that's a catch means is he's dialed in professionally. Well, at some point, he got to let his guard down. And wherever he let his guard down, and he tells you he enjoys that, boy, you better be with him. Because see, you ain't got to worry about no temptation when he got his cape on. What you got to worry about is those areas he's going to go into, and he lets his guard down. Because that's what people are waiting for. But Bricio, jump in and let me know what you think when you hear me say that.
Yeah, I mean, I think the men that are the catch, they know when to perform. They know when they can kind of relax a little bit. Because what's a life of enjoyment if you can't relax too? And
Mm-hmm.
everyone has their own thing. Some men like fishing. Well, then they might be going out there that's fishing. Some men go to sports events, have season passes. Then they find other diehard women that are yelling and let's get some more beer, let's have some fun. So it's really dependent on what it is, and everyone's in a different phase of their life too. So some women are looking for Mr. Right now versus Mr. Right.
Yes.
And Mr. Right could look different to a lot of different women, but at the same time, they all share that quality of when it's time to perform, I execute.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm trying to get y'all to see. And appreciate you saying that, Mauricio, because Ron, I'm glad you said, Ron has just said, hey, ladies, I'm not the one to ask this because my sister loves sports, right? Right? We gonna catch this Carolina game. We gonna watch this football game. We gonna watch Dion play if Colorado, like literally, okay, Ron, man, Ron will say, okay, Jeff,
Yeah.
go watch the game, right? But I think a lot of women better understand these sporting events and these sporting outings have tried their best to make it welcoming to women. And any woman who's not trying to do sports now and your man is a diehard one, if you ain't trying to be involved or you say, look, I don't like it, so I'm gonna let him go, somebody gonna take your man. Somebody gonna take your man, right? And so it's something that if you in a relationships, we talk about two people being 100 and 100, right? Well, now you got to understand that, okay, if I'm 100, I do this for I go to restaurants that to meet clients that I don't like the restaurant, but I go, I put on my show, I do my thing. You got to do the same
Absolutely.
thing.
Yes.
You got to do the same thing for your relationship, right? Because your relationship should be one of the most profitable things in your life. Your relationship should not be a burden. And the only reason you ain't going to these places with them is because you see your relationship as a burden. You don't see that man as a catch. Mauricio, what do you think when you hear me say that?
Yeah, I think well, I should say more so I know. Like when your relationship is because it's mutually beneficial to both of you. Like even for like women, if the man couldn't help you get further than you could by yourself, then you shouldn't be with them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same vice versa. So the gifts that you bring to the table is everything. And I think, like Jeff said, if you are going to do it for a stranger, why not do it for the man that you're with?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, jump in there, Ronnie. Let me know what you think. I know this is the wrong question to ask you about sporting events, but act like you're a woman that don't like sporting events.
But not like it's. I mean, I think it's. If most women don't like it, 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna participate. They'll be like, "Yeah, go ahead on, go to the game or go to the watch party or whatever the case may be." I think that's the reaction from a lot of women who are not into sports. And speaking with some clients of mine, like they'll let you know, like, "Oh, I could care less about who's playing who or what's going on with what or whatever." But my husband loves all of that. And if the husband doesn't love it, it's because they're just into other things. They're just not into sports. They just have another thing that they do. But they're more than ready to let that man go ahead on and go by himself, like, and enjoy.
Stop
Maybe
right there.
they are the type of man that they know will come back home.
Well, stop right there, though. This is what I'm telling y'all. These professional organizations and these professional sports organizations in these stadiums have made it so there's no reason why the woman would want to stay home and wait on her man to get back. Because if the man is a catch, where he gonna be sitting? Luxury box, club level, lower level, access to complimentary food and drinks, preferred part. If he's a catch now, I ain't saying, and I'm not saying that people don't sit there and not a catch. I'm just saying that if a person, if your man is going to some of these games, like Mauricio just said, he got a season pass, which means okay, he's investing some serious money into this thing, right? He doesn't have. He's not going to one hockey game a year sitting in the 300 section. We talking about the guy who sports is life, right? Sports is life. And I think what a lot of people don't understand is, fellas, I'm going to say this to you. The number one way you get her to go is you always got to do some type of food and drink option included to start. So that, because guess what, guys? Ain't nobody turning down eating and drinking. And it just so happened to be a game. But if you're trying to get her to be in the fantasy draft the moment y'all meet, right, that's going to cause a problem because she ain't going to come and watch you draft your wide receiver while she don't know what's
annoying.
going on. And now she's sitting over there on her phone texting her girls like, he making me come out here to do this. And now all of a sudden, y'all fighting over a fantasy draft, right? And them thumbs over there going. She texted her mama, she texted her girls, and that's her board of directors, fellas. That's her board of directors, and if they don't agree,
or her work husband,
or her work husband saying, you know what, I could be at home watching Lifetime and texting you. All bar food. So, guys, I need y'all to do this. Hit like if you've ever said. Hit like, ladies, if you've ever said enjoy the game, but deep down you knew when you told him that he was not going just for the game. Because some of y'all listening to this and you done already lost your man to the game, but because you said you didn't want to go, you already lost it. But because
he ain't gonna ask, and he ain't gonna ask again.
He ain't gonna ask you again.
He's not gonna ask again.
That's it. Throw them hands up again, Ron. How you do it? Throw them hands up again. How we do? Once you see the palms,
there you go.
Once you see the palms go up, that's it. That's it. So, guys, we're going to get to number 5. We're going to get number 5. I told y'all, guys, I want to blaze through this. We're going to get to number 5. And this is finally, guys, the one I was waiting on. Hopefully, people who stay until the end, I appreciate y'all to get to number 5. It's finally the late night restaurant trap. When a man says it's just dinner, but it's at 8:30 or 9 at a dimly lit spot with a vibe, that's not business. That's temptation waiting on an appetizer. So notice, guys, I'm talking about if you're letting them go to fine dining places after 8:30 or 9 by themselves. 8:30, if they in there after 8:30 or 9 by themselves. Again, let me repeat it. That's temptation waiting on an appetizer. And what happens when you go into a fine dining place? You just gonna order a drink, order a little appetizer. And it ain't long for somebody next to you saying, what's that? What he eating? What's she eating? And all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. Next thing you know, you in the fine dining, guys. Right? So it's not about trust. It's about setting boundaries that protect both people and both people from misunderstandings. I don't think y'all understand. If I go into a fine dining restaurant and it's after 9 o'clock, 9:30, I'm in and out of there. I'm in and out of there. Sit in the corner, in and out of there. Right? The bartenders where I go, where's fine dining? They know. All right, get Jeff in and out of here. Give him a dirty martini, get him his steak, get his baked potato, give his Amstel light, get him out of here. 30, 45 minutes when I'm in the max. Right? And the reason being, guys, y'all don't know the type of game that it's a meat market in there. We got a steakhouse down here called Meat Market. Right? And I'm telling y'all right now, in the fine dining establishments after 8:30 or 9, it's more game being spit in there than you ever could imagine. Mauricio, let's talk about these fine dining places after 8:30, 9 o'clock. Jump in there, Ronda, we coming to you.
Yeah, these fine, I mean, especially at that time, we talk about the men that's the cash dropping their mask. They're dropping their mask when they're in there. They're like, let me have a drink, let me sit down. Sometimes it's a kind of a common occurrence where every week I might be there and the bartenders know exactly who I am. Even the bartenders are like, oh, maybe Mauricio will say something to me this week that will save me from this place, or it could be someone random across the bar that's like, oh, that guy's by himself. Let me go talk to him. He's approachable. It's something that's kind of hard to not want to engage in conversations. Sometimes it could be a potential business prospect for it, but it could also be a woman who's actually coming at you in a romantic way. So then it's always like, well, then what's the end goal in mind? And that's why late night dinners, I try to stay away from that place. I try to stay away from the restaurant because it's hard. It's hard.
Look, Rhonda and my mama were just down here. We posted up at Capitol Grill, but we were out of there. We were out of there by 7 o'clock,
Is that
7:30.
why we? Is that why we were in Capitol Grill?
Oh yeah, we don't. I don't go out. I don't go in them places like that. I don't go in them places like that. I don't care who I'm with. 'Cause let me tell y'all this, right? Y'all got to understand those places pour heavier, right? You ain't getting an ounce and a quarter, ounce and a half. You getting 3.5, 4 ounces of spirit in your drink. So I don't care who you are, guys. I don't care who you are. You better know how to manage it. And if you let a man go in there by himself, right now, who's protecting him from them heavy pours? Who's protecting him? Yeah, and I'm not trying. Look, guys, we ain't gonna look, man. We were born. Look, we may have been born that night, but we wasn't born last night, right? So if I go in there and I'm by myself, right? Mauricio just said something. You walk to a place and the bartender know you. Let me tell y'all about these fine dining places. A lot of us had that happen at the local bar that's close to our house and all that stuff. Wait till it started happening at the 5-star restaurants when you walk in there and the bartender know you. Everybody asks the bartender, who is that? Right? So now, if you ain't with your man, oh yeah, right? What is a woman assuming, Rhonda? They must be fighting. Like, why ain't she with him? Who would let her man come here by himself? All this kind of stuff. Oh,
She may be out of town, though. We may think she out of town, but it's always going to be an argument. It's going to be something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, guys, we at Capitol Grill. When we were at Capitol Grill, these past couple days, I said, "Okay, Mom, you sit over here, Ronnie. You sit over here. I'm in the middle, right? Because again, like you
were.
Learn,
you were in the middle.
Yeah, you got to learn how to
you
protect
yourself. You were in the middle. Now that I think about it.
Got to learn how to protect yourself, guys, because again, that's where people struggle. These don't let your guard down. Don't think because it's a fine dining establishment, the women there are more skilled. They predatory in those places.
No.
The women in those places, because you whale hunting. This man can take you away from everything, all your situations. That's why in those
she can take you away from everything.
Say what, Ron? Huh?
She can take you from everything. She
Well,
can
no,
take you from everything.
Let me
she
tell
may
y'all.
Be a catch.
No, she's not. No, she's not. When they come in there, they know, all right, I'm coming in here to find me somebody, and they don't care if you take it or not. Because let me tell y'all this. And again, this might be another podcast for another day. Most men who hang out in those places are married men or divorced men. You ain't gonna see those single men up in Ocean Prime, Eddie V's on Saturday and Sunday night, Friday and Saturday night. Why? They single. They can go anywhere they want to go, right? They live in life. You either married or divorced.
Is that true?
Mauricio ain't got to go to Meat Market or Burns or Rooster. He ain't got to do it. Mauricio still got hope, right? Most of us look, Ron. What would make a man pay $70? What would make a man pay $70 for a steak? Right? Your life, your best days behind you. So the women that are coming in there know that this man has kind of settled down. He ain't used to nobody hitting on him no more, right? He ain't used to it. And that's why I'm telling you, don't let them go to these places, because the women who are coming in there are comfortable in these high-level environments, and they know what that man's environment is. They know what his position is. Jump in there with Mauricio. Let me know what you think about that.
Yeah, so for the ladies out there, we're telling you all this so you can be more aware. We're not saying your man's toxic. We want you to be more self-aware. You want a course on toxicness? That's Ron over there. I've heard a little bit of toxic stories from her, but
what?
we want you to be aware. That's why we're giving you these 5, and there's more on the list, and that's kind of where we're at. And you got to just be wary. Make sure that you kind of have that communication in place, and you know who exactly you are dealing with.
Yeah, because now, Rhonda, what do you think? Clearly, now that you know what I just said, now we were sitting in there. Now you kind of see what I'm talking about, right? These fine dining establishments, the conversations flow more freely in there because you have more high-level people in there. When I say high-level, I'm not saying these other places don't have high-level people. But when you're paying, you overpaying for something. Why are you going into that environment? Some people are going to eat, and some people are on the prowl. Jump in that round and let me know what you think.
Well, no, but these places exist, though, right? Places like that exist because certain people with a certain level of money or income or class or whatever, they don't want to be with regular people,
or creeping,
regular
or
everyday
brother, or
people. I would
creeping,
just say it like that.
or creeping.
9 times out of 10, they creeping, but I was just trying, but yeah.
About to say
So,
9 times out of
but I
10.
think that's in like it's no different. I think it's like that with everywhere. There's a class of people. Like it's like you. That's why some people eat at Wendy's, other people eat at Five Guys.
Yeah,
Some people
no,
may
I
eat,
agree.
Bad Daddies or whatever. Like you pick, based on your level of income.
Yeah, but
That's
but
why
but,
you
but
go.
guess what? Too though, what I'm saying is, I want Mauricio to come in here after I say this. Ladies, I want y'all to not just limit it, and I appreciate what Ron said, but don't just limit it to income. You're also going to your level of training and your level of vision. Okay, and that's a big. So, yeah, income. You got to have income to be able to eat there. But then we got to go to my level of training and my level of vision. And one of the things why I'm saying specifically fine dining, I can go to Glory Days right now. I'd be good, right? Why? Because Glory Days over here in my neighborhood, I'm living out here in the suburbs. You ain't going to Glory Days to pick up nobody. You going to get your chicken tenders and your fries and your honey mustard, couple beers, and come home, right? But now all
Mm.
of a sudden, if I go into the fine dining establishments, money comes into play, training comes into play,
Mm-hmm.
and my vision comes into play. Say what, Ron? Say
No, I
what?
said, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is
I was
great.
agreeing with you. I just said,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Mauricio. Jump in there when you hear me say money, training, and vision. And the
Yeah.
woman who's going to take your man understands how to cater to the training and vision because everybody's in there willing to spend money. Go ahead, Mauricio.
Yeah. So I will say this on the stream. I don't think anybody loves McDonald's more than I do.
Mm-mm.
Because I can be
I kill it.
solo.
Hey, what do we have? What do we have at the tournament? What do we have at the golf tournament?
McDonald's, some biscuits.
Yeah.
So I love my McDonald's. I like having
And
my.
that's why you couldn't do the fireballs.
Oh, he did them. He did them. He paid for it, but he did them.
I bet his stomach was toe up. Yeah, I'm about to say, I know.
Mhm.
But I love my McDonald's. My any pizza place have my box of
Yep.
pizza, and I can just be there alone.
Yep.
Now when I know I have to go to like a nicer restaurant, you might see me in my suits. See, if you were here, if you saw me over the weekend, Ronald, you would have saw me in my suit probably. But I'm out of there in my suits,
Wow.
and it's all a status
Oh.
game too.
Mm-hmm.
All the girls are dressed up, all the women are dressed up in their dresses, their high heels. They're like, some women even know, let me go to Meat Market, let me go to Ocean Prime if I want to pick up a man that has money. And they don't care if you're married or anything like that.
Yep.
Like Jeff was saying, they're
Yep.
like, if I want that guy, that's gonna be my man. So it's a crazy world out there.
And he's preaching. He's preaching right now. Let me tell y'all this, man. And I'm saying this what I had to learn. I had to when I didn't have, I was public. When things started to turn around, I had to learn how to hide. And that's the hardest part. When you go out trying to make sure people don't know who you are, what you do, and all that, because at the end of the day, guys, you got to protect your peace, man. There's a reason you got a fence in your yard, right? Why do people have a fence in their yard? Right? It ain't to keep stuff from coming in, it's to keep you from going out. Right? Like this is the number one thing. That fence reminds you that okay, don't go outside of here because once you go outside of here, and that's why when I go into my fine dining places that I'm a regular at, my bartenders know get me in and out of there, especially if I'm by myself. Now, if I'm not by myself, oh man, cool. They cool to hang out with. But if I'm by myself, hey man, get me in and out of here. Put it on the fly for me. I got to get out of here. Why? Because guys, no man. The only thing a woman can trust in a man is his training and his vision. Right? If the man doesn't have training or vision, there ain't nothing to trust. Right? So here's the deal. If I see a dog, right, I can trust his training. Right? You can tell a dog that's gonna bite you. You can tell. I know a dog that's gonna bite me. Right? I ain't gonna go out, but I'm also not gonna go out there and pet raccoons. Right? Because guess what? You know at some point they're gonna turn on you. So when we're talking about these fine dining places, guys, love to go to those fine dining places. Now, what's happening at these fine dining places? Why would the woman not want to go with the man to the fine dining place? That's because how she has to dress up. And now you dressing with somebody, you dressing up for somebody you done already caught. See, when we were dating, you look like that all the time. Now, when we go to these fine dining places, that woman got to get dressed up like she looked when y'all were dating. Because if she doesn't, everybody else in there is dressed up, looking nice, getting ready to go to the club and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why women hate fine dining. Because fine dining is cool when you first get together. But what's happening when you've been married a few years, 10 years, 20 years? Why we got to go there? Just DoorDash it. Let's go get a pizza. That's the number one thing with comfort. And what does Rhonda say about comfort? Ain't no growth in the comfort zone. So, ladies, the man can go to fine dining, have on jeans and a t-shirt. Women don't care. Mauricio just said it. He just said something powerful. If I want you to be my man, you're gonna be my man. I don't care if you guys are about here. Y'all see how they
y'all like that?
Rhonda,
Don't y'all like that? Don't you?
Well, that ain't never happened for me. That ain't never.
I know plenty of women that are like that. Anything I want, I can have it. Snap with my fingers.
Yeah, that ain't never happened to me. That's why I
these women
him.
been after you for a minute.
What?
Oh my gosh.
So
they've been after you for a minute.
Yeah. So look, guys, comment below, man. What's the one place you wouldn't let your partner go alone? Y'all comment, man. I know we gave y'all 5, but what's the one place you wouldn't let your people go alone? And I think that's the biggest. We may not have given one that would fit in your 5, but these are the 5 I came up with. Look, none of this is about control or being insecure. It's about awareness and self-respect. If your relationship is strong, these conversations should be safe to have. If it's fragile, that means those places are pressure and points that need that these are pressure points that need attention. And ladies, don't just focus on keeping your man from temptation. Focus on being the peace that makes him not even want to look anywhere else or be drawn to the temptation, man. If y'all made it this far, comment peace over pride in the comments, because real love requires balance, not control, man. Now, Mauricio, give me your takeaway from the night, because I think what I can do, I think my software gonna let me cut off these other ones, and then we can go to we can possibly just be on TikTok, but I'll see.
And do the after party. Yeah. My takeaway is this. It's, be aware of what we're saying. There's many more other than the 5 that we gave you. It's just a factor of knowing who you're with and trust. Trust is everything. That communication is also everything too. So we're just kind of giving you an idea. We're not saying that your man is doing this if he's already doing this stuff, but just kind of be wary, because we want healthy relationships. We don't want toxic relationships. So I'm trying to help you out.
Appreciate it. Rhonda, what's your takeaway from tonight?
I would just tell the ladies, know your man's weakness, and that's where you know he should not be going. Once you know where he has weakness, don't let him go those places by himself.
Well, that's a good one. I'm gonna say something about that one on the after party, because I think I see how I'm gonna have to do it. Y'all know my takeaway. Y'all know my takeaway, guys. Look, the catch is gonna have money, he gonna have training, he gonna have vision. Don't cater to the money, cater to the training and the vision that he has. If you cater to the training and the vision that he has, guys, let me tell you this, you will see a different man, because women are an amplifier. If you cater to my training and my vision, my all that grows and the money follows. And I think a lot of people don't let your man start looking for those temptations that's going to make him feel superior, make him feel powerful, make him feel like a king. All these places I'm going to, y'all, is that the man is looking for adoration. He's looking for something that's going to make him chase, something that's going to activate that deep down DNA that every man has. That's why you have to cater to his training and his vision, not his physical looks or his money. And y'all know what it is, man. This Smoke Something, Drink Something podcast. I'm the Real Cigar Jeff. Y'all do me a favor, man. Get down in the description, support the channel, get the merch, cop get a copy of my book, Ash Between Us, where we talk about things in the cigar lounge. I'm gonna start this recording. I'm gonna stop this recording on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch. Then we're gonna start back up so we can keep this TikTok after party going. But man, I appreciate y'all joining in. Mauricio, let them know where they can find you on the socials.
You can find me at Mauricio and at the AI operators on all platforms. And like I said, after the TikTok after party, there'll be some videos tonight. So stay tuned. It's gonna be enjoyable to watch.
Absolutely. Ronnie, let them know where they can find you on the socials.
On Instagram at RMBLMBT.
Man, and y'all know what it is. Guys, we coming over to TikTok. We're going to log off. We're going to log back on. We coming over here to TikTok for the after party like we do around this time. And until next time, guys, I'm going to holler.
Hot beat, smoke it, drink it down. With your voice, it got you around. Feel the vibe, we're set to roll. Press play, let's lose control. Sip a drink and smoke will swirl. Join the convo around the world. Relationships we dissect slow.